Hey there, so today we have another blind beers, and this is a really fun one. This is specifically in studying for advanced testosterone. And so when I started studying for advanced testosterone with the group of guys, we hired a master testosterone, Brian Reed, and he actually gave us this. I think he picked it out. Anyway, I was surprised that he felt that California Common, which is Angerstein right here, could be compared to a strong bitter. So this is between strong bitter and California Common. In that blind tasting, I actually got it right. But then, with everything with egos, Scott, Advanced Testosterone Scott, he sent me a box and I did a full blind, which was super fun. I think I got like 2 or 3 out of 6 just full blind correct. But then after that, when you're given the options, which is Advanced Testosterone, you get a beer and he's like, here, which one of the 4 are they? I went back and forth. went back and forth. And I think I got California Common wrong. I thought it was a strong bitter. So here we have the 2 beers. I'm going to mix them up a little bit more. Don't know which was which. I have them labeled on the bottom. And ideally, we should be able to tell the difference. Again, a strong bitter generally has a little bit of this ester profile, but then somehow I found an ester profile in California Common. So let's do this side by side. It smells nice and clean, a little bit biscuity. A little bit of apple going on there. Maybe an apple, but definitely some... No, like a biscuity malt kind of character. Do I have a hair cold? Interesting. So, it's got nice breadiness. Again, a little bit of the biscuit character. Light on the bitterness. I do have a little too cold, I'll say. Has a depth of malt that reminds you of British beers. There's just that. But doesn't have the fruit profile, all right? The fruit ester profile. I'm not sure. I might have these hair cold. I have a hard time with these. Spill a little bit. I'm getting too much on the nose here. There you go. Now I get a little bit of ester character, right? Yeah, interesting. I could see how this is hard for people. That's so weird. That is so weird. Huh. So they're both wow. They're both golden beers, in that range. These 2 right now are probably deep gold, not amber. So medium deep gold beers with medium deep gold with a little bit of bready, general bready character, a little bit of light bread crust in there, light notes of biscuit. They both have moderate to moderate plus bitterness. Wow. Oh, no wonder people get this confused. I generally get this strong ester profile off of the English beers, but I felt I got it off both. That is really strange. Let's really try these again, okay? It's malt flavored. It's malt flavored beer. A little bit of bitterness. That's strange because full blind, I would even have a quite hard. I know, which obviously these 2 beers are here, but if I had to sit full blind with this guy, I'd be like, what is that? Interesting. So this one, which I hinted at first, seems cleaner. There is almost some kind of lager fermentation going on where it hints at this guy because it is just a little bit more streamlined. There's less fermentation character towards the finish, so it's got that. I hate to say things crisp, but there's a cleanness to it that hits after the malt. Yeah. There's a fruitiness too. Huh. Why is there strange fruitiness in Cali Common? Or at least Anchor's name. So As I drink it more, I definitely get more of that kind of like cooked apple character. And then what they call in Sam Smith, I think it's just like rotten garbage, kind of like ester. I can sort of see that. Like this clearly just has more fermentation character to it. Like that is strange. I really hope they don't do this on test day. I get a little slight oxidation on the back end too. A little bit of that kind of like leafy character. Bitterness is not very descript. The malts match up so seamlessly into bitterness. Like it wants to give you the same ride, where it's like this, again, this like deep golden character of malt, and just sits there, and then the bitterness comes in. They're constructed like the same style, and the differences are just between a brewery. There's a mintiness, lingering woody character that sells you on California Common, right here. It's got this lingering, like almost eucalyptus-y, but also like just woody character that pops up a little bit more distinct on the bitterness. This beer seems less focused on bitterness. Dare I say, get maybe a really light touch, hints of diacetyl. Wow, that's incredible. Okay, this one just seems more focused, like just a little less messy. Final vote. This one's California Common. This one is Strong Bitter. Yep. Okay. That is insane. I did not expect this to be that hard. Like this hard. Like I would expect to find more differences. And actually, if you guys are subscribed to me, please subscribe to the Beer Scholar channel. They actually did a video, I think literally of these two beers, I think. And they noticed the differences. Obviously way sharper than me. Wow. As this warms up, I get the standard thing that I get in a lot of British beer, or at least the pale British beers. It's got this like apple juicy kind of thing. Like the ester just like sells apple juice to me. Apple fruit, yeah, something about it. As they warm up, they sort of slowly separate, but they're so close. Like this becomes still more streamlined, more clean fermentation profile, and sort of a stiffer lingering kind of bitterness. Wow. Master Cicerone. I mean, like when Brian Reed said that, Master Cicerone Brian Reed, I was like, really? Like these seem like vastly different styles, or not vastly, but like different enough. I'm sitting here telling you that the differences between these two beers is actually closer than like commercial examples within a style, right? I did a video of American Porter. I did like Founders Porter, Anchor Porter, Sierra Nevada Porter. Those are like vastly different beers compared to these two. Like these two are closer than like how different those three beers are. And that's within the same style. Okay, so fingers crossed. When I go to Fort Worth, don't give me Cali Common or Strong Bitter. Or if you do that, don't put them two in the same grouping. Because promise you, I mean that's just a test day, kind of how good is your palate that day kind of thing. I can't promise repeatability on this. Like I'm gonna let these two guys warm up and like try to focus. And ideally I get there, but man, that is not fun. Not fun. So this is the hardest blind tasting, you can do to yourself. Try it out. This sucks because like I don't like doing this in the sense that like being so lost is not fun. It's fun to find the differences. I mean, sometimes you get it wrong on blind tasting and like you realize why and you find the nuances, but this is not fun. Like in the sense of how hard it is. Like, okay. Yeah, that's not fun. Absolutely not fun. Full blind, I would have guessed that these two were the same style, just from two different breweries trying to make very, very similar beers. I don't like this. All right, until next time, guys, cheers. Let me know what you think. I'm sure I've rambled on enough, but more geekiness. You guys like the blind beers later.